Okay, I'm Al Richardson. I'm part of the Sierra Club team that has been working for more than a year now with the City of Erie in a collaboration on this McClelland Park Trails Improvement Project. And I want to start off by thanking my friends from Community Access Television for videotaping our program today. And we'll start with a representative of Erie County, who's one of our funders for this project, and that's Gary Lee, who's the Director of Administration for Erie County Government.
Thank you, Al. Good morning, everyone. I'll say it again. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, that's much better. I tell you, it's beautiful out here. It's very chilly, but it's still beautiful. And we're excited to be here this morning for the dedication of the McClelland Trail Parks because it's an investment that everyone can enjoy. Before I proceed on with my remarks, I would be remiss if I didn't thank, of course, the City of Erie for having a vision, and especially thanks to the Public Works Department, Sarah Galloway and Doug Mitchell, in collaboration with the Sierra Club. This McClelland Park has transformed over the last couple years into a safe and walkable community. The county is proud to just play a small role as far as sponsoring and investing the money to help develop these trails. As this program is administered through our planning department, nothing makes our planners more happy than to see these type of projects, these type of initiatives come to fruition. So again, we're very excited on this morning. You know, one of the things that I really like about this project is that it has brought 5 entities together. We hear about collaboration, we hear about working together, but this is a great example of what can transpire when everyone puts their hands behind it and everyone works together. So again, we are excited. We hope that the community in the city of Erie and the county of Erie will take advantage of these great trails. We hope that the school students, I was told that there's 4 schools in proximity that hopefully will take advantage of this great trailways. We're just excited. So in closing, I can't say enough. We are very appreciative to be a part of this particular project, to partner with all the entities, and we look forward to enjoying the trails as well. Thank you.
The mayor could not be here this morning to speak for the city administration, but we do have Bob Mursky, who's president of Erie City Council, and he's here and he will speak.
Thank you. I just wanted to thank the Sierra Club for their partnership on this with the City of Erie and the county, and our corporate sponsors, our corporate partners. I also want to thank our Public Works Department. The work that they do, the work that you see here is all their work, and we really, this park would not be what it is without them. And so I thank you, gentlemen, and Sarah and Doug. You guys do a top-notch job. Thank you. I remember 5 years ago meetings at McClelland, our Deal School, talking about McClelland Park with Sister Rita Brocky and Carla from the neighborhood, Burton Deal Neighborhood Watch, and to see where this park has come from those times. We walked up here and it was a dirt road with woods all around and a meadow, and that was it. And 5 years later, to see what has been accomplished is really a testament to the people in this neighborhood and this community. And we're not done yet. So I want to just thank everybody for being here today. And as we open this, we had, first we started with the dogs, now we have for the people. This is good stuff. And we welcome you to enjoy this. And what's great about this is it's year-round. You can snowshoe up here in the wintertime, but you can also come up here in the summer, fall, and spring and enjoy this. So we hope that the community enjoys taking advantage of McClelland Park, over 40 acres right here on Erie's east side. Thank you.
State Senator Sean Wiley, who spoke at our groundbreaking ceremony last June is in Harrisburg today, but he's represented here by his office manager, Laura Gunshin. Laura's here. And I did want to add that the Sierra Club has endorsed Senator Wiley for re-election, and we shamelessly encourage you all to vote for Sean Wiley on November 8th. I'm going to the next thing in our agenda is to unveil the sign, our new trailhead signs, and I'm going to ask Ruby Jenkins' husband to help me with that. Ruby? Over here?
Yeah.
Here. There's the end of this. Pull.
And pull.
Pull.
All right. You ready?
Pull. Now release it. Let go. Okay. Oh, it's still...
Let's do it.
There we go. Ruby might like to add her remarks, and thank you for your help with that. It was not perfect, but you can now see the sign.
And thank you. Thank you so much, and good morning. It is really and truly a great day. In 2009, neighbors came together and out of concern to protect the park and its environment and make this day come forward, we met and we worked and we talked and we championed the cause. And it is wonderful to see that today is happening. It's a good day for Erie, a good day for the city. I would truly like to thank Sarah, who's been at our first meetings and every meetings thereafter, Public Works, who have been dedicated to city improvements, including this park, to the administration and council, city council, for their support over those years that we came up with a master plan improvement for McClelland Park, and all of the neighbors who wanted to see this day happen. And of course to our partners, Sierra Club, and all of those individuals who are here today. And there are some people still working in the background. We thank you as well. So again, it's a good day to celebrate Erie and to connect again with nature in all of its beautiful surroundings. Thank you.
When we'll have some more speakers, and after the speakers are, you're welcome to take a closer look at the sign, and there is a map of the trails on the opposite side of the sign you can see. So please take a look at that before you leave. I'd like to acknowledge all of our funders, and do we have anyone here from the Presque Isle Audubon Society? Oh, Janet, excuse me. Janet Price will speak, and we are thankful for the very generous grant that we got from Presque Isle Audubon Society.
Thanks, Al. Everything that I was going to say has already been said, so I'll just repeat a thank you to the city and to Sierra Club for the huge amount of planning that they've done to restore and hopefully preserve this 56-acre gem in the middle of the city of Erie. And you know, we talk about having the children come in and people come in to enjoy nature and to be in touch with nature, but at the same time you have to remember that birds, animals, and plants have to have a place to live too. And there's so much destruction going on all over the world as far as getting rid of habitat. And preserving an area like this is just fabulous. The health of our planet is probably measured by the health of some of our habitats like this. So we've done a great justice to the planet by having this kind of an effort, collaborative effort, to to preserve this area. And I would like to say I'm just so happy to be here when something positive is happening in the world today. We hear so much of the negative and people fighting with each other. Well, this is exactly the opposite. Collaboration will get you somewhere when you work together for a common cause. So I thank the City of Erie and the Sierra Club for all of their hard work and everybody that's involved. And Presque Isle Audubon is happy to be a part of this. Thank you.
We also received a very generous donation from one of our neighboring businesses, the Custom Engineering Company, and representing them is their Vice President, Jim Orn.
Thank you very much, Al. Thanks for allowing me to come here today. It's a beautiful park that is only a stone's throw from our business. On behalf of Tom Hagan, who is the chairman of Custom Engineering, and all the employees of Custom, we all want to convey our congratulations to the friends and supporters of this McClelland Park project. My sincere thanks also to Al Richardson and to Tom Hegel, who came to our offices to enlighten each of us on the merits of supporting this great project. 47 years ago, in 1969, Custom Engineering moved our operations to 2800 McClelland Avenue. We were blessed with we continue to be blessed with many great employees who also reside in this neighborhood, who worship in this neighborhood, and whose children attend schools in this neighborhood. Now these folks have this oasis to literally in their backyard to enjoy. Again, hearty thanks to all the groups, all the individuals who have already been mentioned, who have helped make this day possible. We're honored to be a small part of this project. Thank you.
As Gary Lee mentioned at the outset, Erie County has been part of our, specifically we have a mini grant from the Erie County 2016 Greenways program, and that in connection with that grant, Amy Murdoch is here, and would you like to say anything? Okay, Amy defers to Gary, and I do want to mention that.
Let me say this, Al, and I don't. You know, again, we're always excited to work with the city, the Sierra Club in this particular case, any entity that's going to make this city much beautiful, and this park is definitely doing that. So we count it an honor, Al, to be a part of it. Thank you.
The trails are done. That is you can now travel at 1.3 miles of accessible trails here on a wheelchair. However, our project is not quite finished. We are still going to provide benches. We have 9 benches that are being built. They will be installed as soon as they get built at places along the trails, and including we have right along the parking area here, there are 4 what we call wetland overlooks, wetland overlooks, and each one of those will have a bench. And there'll also be habitat interpretive signs that will be, by this time next year, you'll see a whole lot more signs, interpretive signs for the children and for the adults too, who come out here to, as a, not only a exercise, but as a learning experience about nature. So we have a number of partners that have helped us obtain our grants, and with this supported this project, and one is the Erie Public Schools, and we have a representative from the Erie Public Schools to speak here, Pam Wiley. She's the Health and Physical Education Facilitator for Erie Public Schools.
Good morning. On behalf of Dr. Jabe Adams and Erie Public Schools, we just want to say thank you to all of the community partners that have developed this beautiful, beautiful park here. The goal of the Health and Physical Education Department in our district is always to improve, enhance, and maintain physical activities for our students. And with 4 elementary schools within a mile and a half of this park, it's something that I envision that we can bring our students here and do all kinds of wonderful activities. Because we as educators know that health moves minds. Thank you.
One of our key partners has been the Burton Deal Neighborhood Organization. They sort of they're sort of caretakers of these trails, and Carla Ely is the president of that organization, but I don't believe Carly made it this morning. Our partners included the Erie Boys and Girls Club, Erie Housing Authority, Erie branch of the NAACP, Environment Erie. We do have a representative from Environment Erie. Lake Erie Region Conservancy, Mercyhurst University, House of Mercy, Voices for the Independent, Winds of Change, and Civadas. But obviously, as already been mentioned, the key input to this project has been by the city workers and Sarah Galloway. And Sarah Galloway is the city's sustainability coordinator and arborist. And Sarah, would you please speak?
Hello, everybody. It's nice to see you here today in the nice, cool weather. I just have to say that I've been at the city 12 years, and this has been one of my favorite projects to work on. All the people involved have been a joy to work with from the very beginning. Like Mrs. Jenkins' husband said, almost, I think, the entire 12 years I've been here, we've been meeting with neighbors and talking about the park and what a great place this could be. I have a unique position at the city of Erie. I'm very fortunate that I get to work with all the separate bureaus within the Public Works Department. It's been especially grateful to our Bureau of Streets and our Bureau Chief, Chuck Zisk. No matter how many times I called up Mr. Zisk and said, "Hey, Mr. Zisk, do you think your guys could help with this?" He always said, "Yes, Miss Galloway, we'd be happy to help." Our Bureau of Engineering with John Tushak, our traffic engineer, Leanne Parmenter, and of course our Bureau of Parks with Bruce Doherty, and all the workers. They were always willing to help and really help make this park the beauty that it is. It truly is a hidden treasure for the city of Erie with 56 acres of meadows and woodlands and wetlands. It's the headwaters of McClelland Creek, and it's just truly a beautiful place. And that's why the neighbors from the very beginning wanted to protect it. They didn't just want to make it let people know how beautiful it is, but they also wanted to keep it a green space that people could use and not see it develop. And so it was really the neighbors in the local community who really were the biggest supporters of keeping this park a natural space as much as possible. The Sierra Club as well has been the spark that we needed to get a lot of this done. Their beginning grant of $10,000 is rather small for city standards compared to the size of some of the grants that we get, but their vision and energy was just what we needed. 8 years ago, when we completed our master plan, at that time it was estimated that it would take $250,000 to develop the trails in this park. And that alone is proof of the skill and the ability that our Bureau of Streets and our engineering department or bureau and all the other city workers have, that they were able to do so much of that work in-house. They have an extreme ability and skill in everything they do, whether it's from actually laying streets to even just helping me planting trees. They've been an amazing staff to work with, and I would also be remiss if I didn't thank all of our bosses, Doug Mitchell, the Director of Public Works, for being able to see our vision and support their ability to get it done. A lot of good ideas come by through the Public Works Department, and many of them don't get the funding to get off the ground, or do we have the abilities to complete them. So with all the help from the neighbors and the different volunteer groups, even people just pulling weeds, like the PRI folks, everybody's been involved, has really what's made this project able to be accomplished and so great. And Mayor Joe Sinnott also, I would be also remiss if I didn't mention his ability to see our vision and trust in his staff and their skill to be able to get the work done as well. It was really a lot of people coming together. And the council people, I could go on and on and on with so many people who've been involved in this project. It's unbelievable. But the park truly is, it stands for itself and how great it is. And I agree, to me, it was the Sierra Clubs was the final spark that actually, it's almost, you could refer to it as this park was a diamond in the rough, and they're what helped make it shine. And it is, in my opinion, that our Bureau of Streets were the master jewelers in the background that really did the hard, intense labor. But so I'd just like to thank everybody for sharing in the beauty of our park, and it really is a place that all the citizens of Erie can be proud of. Thanks.
Thank you, Sarah, and I'd like to follow up by personally thanking the two guys that I see every time I come out here, and they're here right now, and maybe they'll raise their hands and wave out there. John and Sparky, raise your hands. Thank you. Now, the Sierra Club team, the core group here is there are 5 of us. Sam Miller's here. Sam, wave your hand. Chuck Benson is not. Said he couldn't make it today, but he designed the signs, the trailhead signs, and Paul Burrows, who's our treasurer, has been helping pay the bills, and myself. But the key person in all of this for our team and for the whole project is now going to speak. Tom Hegel. Tom Hegel's the project manager, and without his vision and his enthusiasm and his, I think we're up to about 3,000 hours now, maybe more. This would not have happened. And Tom, please come forward.
Good morning, everybody. It's a great day in the neighborhood. We've really enjoyed collaborating with the city and all the partners. But I got to tell you, Sparky and John and the Streets Department and the Parks Department, they're all standing back there. They made this happen. It's just an incredible amount of skill that it takes to do this. And you see the heavy equipment around here, and what they can do in one day, we couldn't do with all of our XCOM in 30 years. So their contribution made this happen. It's just unbelievable how much they can do and how well they can do it. And they have fun coming over here. And I like coming over here and hanging around with them. So hats off to them. And there's now, when you, at the foot of the hill, you'll see that trail system starts there. If you're just stressed out and you just want to get away from things, park on the street if you wish, jump on that trail, and you can disappear for about 45 minutes into the woods. Within 5 seconds, you're into the woods, and you don't come out for a long, long time. So it's just a great place to hang out. It's just a nice collaboration, and we're really excited to be part of it. Thank you.
Well, thank you all for coming out. That concludes our program. Be sure to take a look at the map on the back side of the canopy and take a walk.